Hey guys, Multiclass Gamer here, welcome back to more Let's Play SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. In the last episode, we finished off the final world of the game, SpongeBob's Dream. And in this episode, well, we're gonna make the final preparations before finding the final boss of the game, because that's pretty much all that's left. Now, we finished off the final world of the game with 82 Golden Spatulas, and there's 100 total in the game. So you're probably wondering, how do we get the remaining 18? Well, you get 2 of them by finding the final boss, and the remaining 16, well, for one thing, you gotta turn in all 80 of Patrick's socks into him. That's all 8 Golden Spatulas right there. And then you gotta turn in a bunch of shiny objects, Mr. Krabs, so we'll be doing that last. But for now, let's turn in all 80 of Patrick's socks to Patrick, sorry. These are clearly not our socks, they're clearly his. So, let's talk to him.
Wow, SpongeBob, you found some!
Now they're back home, safe where they belong.
Now brace yourselves, everyone, because in this episode we'll be getting 16 Golden Spatulas at once. How's that for progress?
Here's your golden back scratcher.
Spatula.
I don't speak Italian.
Okay. So there you have it. Patrick doesn't speak Italian. Okay. So you just have to do this eight times. You can't really make it so that he gives you all 8 Golden Spatulas at once. You just have to keep on doing it over and over again until you turn in all the socks into him. So, yeah, that's kind of annoying, but still, it doesn't matter. It's worth it anyways to get all those Golden Spatulas. So we'll just have to sit through this animation 5 more times. I don't mind, though. So, seems kind of weird that we're only doing this in the episode, because, you know, it's probably only gonna take us like a good 4 or 5 minutes to do this, to get these remaining 16 Golden Spatulas from Patrick and Mr. Krabs. So, but to pass the remainder of the episode, actually, someone in the comments on episode 35 actually asked me how I got so many shiny objects, because in between episode 34 and 35, I actually did some off-screen shiny object grinding, because, you know, there's actually a lot of shiny objects you're going to spend towards the end of the game, and this next thing we're going to do with Mr. Krabs is actually going to literally obliterate pretty much half of the shiny objects I have. Well, actually almost half, but, you know. And the other half is obviously for the movie theater, which costs 40,000 shiny objects on its own. And the total amount of shiny objects you pay Mr. Krabs to get all the Golden Spatulas from him is literally 39,500, which is kind of a weird number. Like, you'd think they would at least like make it 40,000, just like the theater, so everyone would know that you're supposed to have 80,000 shiny objects by the end of the game, so you could, you know, get all the benefits from doing so. But But still, yeah, that's the reason why I grinded so many shiny objects. And now, someone in the comments in episode 35, who happened to notice that, was actually wondering how I did so. Well, I'm going to answer that question in this episode by demonstrating it. And I could have swore I already did this like early on in the LP, but you know, I'll do it again just for the sake of you guys, just for the sake of those who probably forgot. So anyways, let's turn in all these shiny objects to Mr. Krabs.
So, do you want to trade shiny objects for a Golden Spatula?
Yes. So basically the first time that you pay him shiny objects, he asks for only 3,000. And and this amount increases each time you give him more shiny objects. Like this time, he's gonna ask for well, it didn't say. For some reason, it was supposed to say. I could have swore it said how many shiny objects pay, I think. Oh, it does. Okay. Well, last time it was 3,500. Now it's 4,000, and then it just keeps on going up that amount until the very last one. So.
That's quality craftsmanship. That is. Come again.
Yeah, I just want to get that text in so you guys can hear it. So now we're gonna be doing this animation 5 more times. Okay, so this time 4,500. Okay, so you can see the pattern right here. Is that basically goes up 500 shiny objects each time. Well, it's gonna be different on the very last one. to here. I think it was supposed to be either 4,500 or 5,000. Well, yeah, it's gonna.
So,
Yeah, now it's 5,500, and the next time it's gonna be 6,000, I think. And then on the very last one, instead of going up to 6,500, it's gonna be 7,000. Yeah. So they changed the pattern on you on the very last one, so that's why it's so much. But you know, once I show you guys how to do this grinding trick that I came up with myself, I can, you know, hopefully it'll make it like really easy. Because for me, in my opinion, this is by far the most effective way to grind shiny objects, and I've been using this for a very long time, and I find it to be very effective for several reasons. One, you can literally, like this is so effective that you can literally just leave the game running by itself, and it will grind shiny objects for you, and you can go off and do other stuff while it's doing that. So So yeah, that's probably the biggest benefit to this, is that you literally, once you get it set up, you don't have to do anything at all. Like, literally nothing. You can like leave the game running and go do something else and just wait for the game to grind up shiny objects for you. So anyways, this place is actually in the Lighthouse in downtown Bikini Bottom. So we're gonna head on down there, and so this is where I grind my shiny objects. Okay, this is what I do. First, I get into the lighthouse, then I just work my way down to the very bottom of the lighthouse, and that's where the grinding takes place. But first things first, you gotta make your way down to the bottom of the lighthouse, obviously. So you just gotta destroy pretty much, if you can destroy the Duplicatrons before you even get down to the floor, you don't even have to fight any robots. Just destroy the Duplicatron, like, wait till you see where it is, and then fall down to it and hit it on the way down. That's probably the fastest way to get to the bottom, and I believe this is the last one right here. Yep. Okay, so this will take us down to the bottom floor, and right away, first things first, trigger this Thunder Tiki just as all these Stone Tikis are coming down. So that will get you a bunch of shiny objects right there, and then, as you can see, you got robots chasing you, and you got lasers under the Duplicatron. So here's what I do. If it works right, you should be able to not have to move at all, okay? So basically what I do is I just get into a position behind Duplicatron that blocks all the attacks from the robots. So as you can see, I'm staying right behind this Duplicatron. Even though it's not, you know, its purpose is to cause harm to you, you know, to basically, you know, replicate robots so that they can come and attack you. But here, it's ironically, it's actually helping me by protecting me from these long-range attacks from these robots. Like, and in this case would be the tartar sauce robot. I mean, the Tarbot and the Chuckster. So they're gonna be throwing, the Chuckster's gonna be throwing a missile at you. That's gonna hit the Duplicatron, will not hurt you. And the Tarbot is showing all these tartar sauce. That's the one you have to worry about because it might go over the Duplicatron and hit you. But in this case, it doesn't. So this means you're protected. Now you're probably wondering, how am I grinding shiny objects? Well, that's because the robots that chase you around, like the G-Love robots and the standard, you know, small robots, those are supposedly going to run into the lasers that are under you, and that will destroy them automatically, which means you get shiny objects for that. That's my method of grinding shiny objects in this game, okay? And that's how I got so many shiny objects in between episode 34 and episode 35, just by doing this. Now, this only works if you're in a location where the Chuckster cannot hit you at all, or the Tarbots. See, okay, this works too. See, because the platform that's standing on is blocking the Chuckster. So that means this is a much better spot because the robots are actually chasing after you from here. So basically, just stand right here and just let the game run and let it grind shiny objects for you. And after a few hours, you should have just as many shiny objects as I had, because I think that's how long I left my game running. I think it was either like 3 or 4 hours, somewhere along those lines. And when I got back to the game, I discovered that I had 80,000 shiny objects. So this is by far the best method for grinding shiny objects in this game, okay? So, you know, just letting you guys know that. I hope I did a good job of explaining that. And you know what? Since we got that over with, we can now let's just destroy the robots, okay? Because since I should demonstrate how to do that, so yeah, just just get into a position where the robots can't hurt you. Then just leave your game running and then just wait a few hours, and there you go. That's how you grind shiny objects in this game. Or at least it's the most effective way. But still, if you guys can come up with if you guys can come up with an even like easier method to grind shiny objects, you can do that too. Maybe post a video response or something showing that, because I'd love to see, how other people take the approach of grinding shiny objects in this game. The only other way I can possibly think of grinding shiny objects, besides the skee ball machine in Goo Lagoon, is just by simplifying robots over and over again. But to me, that would just be kind of repetitive, because then you wouldn't be able to leave the game running and go do other stuff. No, because I just find this way much more productive. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Of course, I'd always mess up on my language issues, but whatever. Language issues. Yeah, that should pretty much sum it up right there. How much problem I have with speech impediments sometimes. Okay. And right now at this point, I'm not really doing anything important. This is not actually part of grinding shiny objects, so I'm just doing this for like whatever. Just for fun, because we're so close to the end of the game, so might as well just have fun while you still can. That's another thing that I want to talk about in this episode, is the fact that people need to understand that the reason why I really took my time with this LP and kept on stopping and stuff, taking my time, is because I wanted to enjoy the game while it lasts. Okay, I don't know why people don't understand that, but to me, you should when you're doing an LP, you should enjoy it while it lasts. And that's why I make my LPs so long, is because I want to enjoy them while they last. Because chances are, when I finish an LP, I'm never gonna LP the game again. And that's a hard truth to live with, is that I'm never gonna LP the game if I do it good enough to the point where I don't have to come back to it again. Obviously, I'm not going to, if the LP goes very well, which it did pretty much. So that's why I got really frustrated whenever people complained about me just slowing down. I had very good reason to do that. I just wanted to enjoy the game. That's the whole point of doing an LP, is because it's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be something that becomes a chore just because the viewers are trying to get you to do something you don't want to do, and that's rush the LP. So yeah, I don't know why people think that I should rush this game, because this is definitely not in any way a speed run. This is nothing like that. So if I wanted to do something like that, then yes, I would definitely be rushing to the game, but I'm not. This is an LP. This is where you play through the game the way you want to, the way you usually do. And this is how I usually play through it, so that I can enjoy the game. So, if I haven't made that clear enough in this LP, I'm pretty sure, then I don't know how else to tell you guys, but that should be a good enough explanation for that. Alright, so 13.5 minutes. I think this is a good stopping point, because there's literally nothing to do but do the final boss. And I don't want to do that in this episode, because, it's just kind of... I would want to make it... I do not mind making my finales, longer than... longer than a usual episode. That's usually what I do, is that my episodes are usually only longer than 15 minutes if it's a finale, or if I just literally have to go over the time limit. But for the most part, my episodes are usually no longer than 15 minutes, because, that's just more convenient for me to render and upload and stuff. It makes a perfect balance between, how big a data the video takes up and stuff like that. It's just that's kind of the reason why why I don't make my episodes any longer than 15 minutes. It's just for that reason, because it's more convenient. So, anyways, actually, let's talk to Mr. Krabs and Patrick for one more time, because they do say one thing after you turn in everything to them, and this is what Mr. Krabs says.
The only good robot is the one that's given me them shiny objects.
And that's pretty much what Mr. Krabs says. And Patrick well, it's kind of interesting what he says, and let's get this, grab the sponge ball and start rolling over Patrick so they go faster. Alright.
Now if I could only find my other sock.
It's on your head, remember?
Well, of course. Now where did I put it?
That's what Patrick says, basically. You know what? That's another thing I want to talk about. Why does Patrick have 80 socks? Think about it. That's 40 pairs of socks, and so that means that his collection of socks would last him 40 days without doing any laundry. So I guess that's like convenient or something like that, but still, 80 socks? That's kind of like, I don't know what that is. That kind of sounds like overkill to me or something like that. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess it would be like really convenient if you like hate doing laundry and stuff. So I guess it kind of works that way. But all right, one more for the very last time. Let's destroy all of Plankton's customers because we like doing that. You know, because if Plankton has any regular customers, which he does in the case, in this case would be the Thunder Tikis and the floating tikis with stone tikis on top of them. We're gonna have to either destroy them in this case, or force them to eat at the Krusty Krab instead, because that's what Mr. Krabs did in the episode Plankton's Regular. Wow, my voice is really starting to crack. So I guess it's a good thing that we're stopping the episode soon. Okay. So once again, as soon as you get far enough into the dining room of the Chum Bucket, this is gonna happen. Just like last time, this TV's gonna come down. Just ignore it. That guy doesn't have anything. The news report doesn't have anything else to say, so you know that's done right there. And also, as you can see, once again, you need at least 75 golden spatulas to get to the kitchen, or more like the Chum Bucket lab. But obviously, we got way more than enough. In fact, we got the maximum amount we're possibly gonna have the first time going to the store. So let's get rid of this seal right here. And in the next episode, we will go behind these doors and see what lies behind them, okay? So I'm Multiclass Gamer signing out. Thanks for watching episode 42. I will see you guys next time for the finale of Let's Play Battle for Bikini Bottom. Okay? See you guys. Wow, thanks for making the ending very awkward, SpongeBob. You know, rolling your eyeballs out of your tongue. I mean, out of your mouth. Okay, see you guys in the next episode. I mean, more like the finale. Bye.